Yes, greetings everyone, this is Amara back with another video for you. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell in the top right hand corner of your screen. That way every time I drop a new video, you will be notified of this. Today I want to talk to you about two concepts. The first being interest rates, and how the interest rates in the UK are going to be affecting people's mortgages and those people who want to remortgage their houses. The second concept I want to look at is digital currency. Digitalized currency is becoming more and more apparent in the UK and also worldwide. But why is this? You see, between the year 2021 and 2023, the repayments on mortgages have gone up 12 times in the space of 2 years. 12 times in the space of 2 years. Now they're talking about by the year 2025 that people will have to pay something like £400 a month on top of their present mortgage. Yeah? On top of their present mortgages, they'll have to pay an extra £400. That is over £4,000 a year extra. People will need to try and find that money to pay for their mortgages. How are they going to do this? Well, there's two ways you can do this I can really think of. Number one is to stop spending so much, okay, on personal items. You see, after you paid all your bills, your electricity, your gas, your insurance on your car, and all those other things, the money that you've got left with is your personal expenditure. Now, I want to know what is going to happen if the interest rates on these mortgages go up and you have to pay £400 on average. On average. You see, what's left after you've paid for your gas, electricity, water, your telephone bills, your hire of, it could be, I don't know, Sky or something like that, yeah, your Sky box, and paying off your insurance on your car, your home insurance. What's left after that is expendable income. That's the money that you've got left for yourself personally to spend on. But if the interest rates are going to go up by £400 extra a month by the year 2025, how are you going to pay for these mortgages? How? You're going to have to cut back. You're going to have to cut back on things such as buying fast food 2 or 3 times a week. You're going to have to cut back on probably not going to watch your favourite football team as often as you have been doing. You're going to have to think about cutting back on going out. You might have to increase your work hours, but because a lot of people now are losing their jobs, is that going to make much sense that you are going to try and find extra work in order to pay off your mortgage when a lot of people right now are losing their jobs? So what will happen in the end if you can't pay for your mortgage on your house? I'll tell you what will happen. Your house will be taken away from you. You will have nothing to be able to leave to your children, because at the end of the day, usually when we pass on, our children will inherit our houses and whatever savings we got left. But the way the system is going at the moment, all of these houses are being lost to these big corporate banks. You see, a lot of these big corporate banks are taking away people's homes because when they can't afford to pay for their mortgage on their homes, guess what happens? The banks come in and then they start buying up the property. Or these big corporations. You have to really seriously think, how are you going to afford to pay for your mortgages if you have to pay £400 on average a month on top of what you're already paying for your mortgage, or even to re-mortgage your home. People need to seriously start pushing back. And why do I say this? Because the more you sit there and you don't do anything, the more somebody else is going to be benefiting from you not pushing back. And I don't mean for you to go out and riot, because I'm totally opposed to people going out and rioting on the street. But you need to stand up for yourself. Too many people are acquiescing towards the system. They're leaving it for other people to go and do the protesting on their behalf. But hang on, shouldn't you also as an individual go out and protest or boycott a shop or whatever? Another thing I want to talk about is this digital currency, which is becoming more and more apparent every single day. I see people paying for goods using their mobile phones. They go into a shop and they just swipe to pay for goods. They get on a bus and they just swipe in order to pay for the bus fare. They use it in petrol stations. Now tell me this. When you keep using digitalized forms of currency, what do you think is going to happen to the people who are working in these shops? Say a cashier in a shop such as Lidl's or Aldi's or Asda. Now when you go and fill up your car full of petrol, and that is something that you're paying by automated service, there's no cashier or anything for you to be able to speak to, because they've lost their jobs. And why have they lost their jobs? Because people are starting to use more and more digitalized currency. That means it's putting other people out of work. Now, the W.E.F, the World Economic Forum, and its leader, Klaus Schwab, said, "You have nothing, but you will still be happy." What does he mean by this? By the year 2030, you will have nothing, but you will still be happy. You see, people will no longer have their homes. People will no longer be able to just go out and just buy clothes. You'll have to start renting that. You'll have to start renting property. The way that things are going at the moment, it looks like the World Economic Forum are going to be winning. And along with them, the UN, that is the United Nations, under Agenda 21. Go look up what Agenda 21 means. You see, by the year 2030, what the W.E.F are hoping to do is to have all banks centralized, okay? And they want just one world bank. That is what they're trying to create. You see, at the moment, you can spend your money wherever you want. You can spend your money on holidays, on cars. You can spend your money on food, travel, all the rest of it. But if money becomes digital, you have very little autonomy or control over that money. This means that centralized government will have the control of what you can spend your money on, where you can go, what you can buy, where you can travel. You will have very little autonomy. And you see, those people are taking out mortgages on their homes or want to remortgage their homes. Now, if digital currency is rolled out to the full effect, the banks will be able to just take money directly out of your account without you even consenting to this. They'll be able to just take money straight out of your account. There's a guy that was in China and he was jaywalking, right? And by the time he got to the other side of the road, money had been taken out of his account to pay for his fine. Is this the kind of world that you want for yourself? Is this the kind of world that you want for your children? I refuse, myself personally, to use digitalized currency, because I know it's going to, number one, put people out of jobs, And number two, once the government has central control of your money, it means that they can do whatever they feel to do with it. They can prevent you from going on holiday if they wanted to. They could fine you for parking in the wrong place. They could fine you for going outside of a certain zone or parameter. Okay, because they're trying to also bring in something called smart cities. These 15-minute cities. Now, if you travel outside of these smart cities, you may be fined. And I don't think a lot of people have really taken these kind of things into consideration. I use notes. I use coins when I'm paying for something. If I go to a shop, or I go to a pub, or I go to a restaurant and they say, we don't accept money, but we only accept digital forms of transfer, I just turn around and say, well, you know what, I'm not going to be spending my money with you. And this is what other people should also be doing. Refusing to use digitalized money, right, and to use notes and coins. You have more control of your money when you have notes and coins as opposed to digitalized currency. And I want you to seriously think about this. Your children, is this the world that you want them to really grow up in? Where they'll have nothing and they'll still be happy? They'll have nothing but will still be happy? People, we need to start pushing back. Too many of us are acquiescing and we're going down that dark cul-de-sac where we cannot turn round if things continue the way that they are and in the direction they're going. We will have very little control of our own personal lives. I want you to seriously think about that. You see, Aldi, they got this app called Shop and Go. You can go into a supermarket and you can purchase goods without having to stand around wait in queues. Right? There's nobody serving in these shops. You can go and download the app called Shop and Go. Once you downloaded the app and you filled in the registration form, you can go and shop using digitalized currency in Aldi stores. And there will be no queuing. What a world are we going into? What a world are we going into, man? Seriously. Because it's convenient for you. And it's quick. And it's efficient. You want to use your digitalized card. But soon you'll have very, very little control of your money. And where you can go and spend your money. And whom with. And when. Anyway, this is Eldad tomorrow with another video. And don't forget, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe and share. Thank you.